Today is April 2nd, 2024. I was supposed to to make an update yesterday, but I forgot. So I'm gonna make it today. Um, it's been over a month and a half since we've had rain, so it's been extremely dry. Even for like, I know that it's supposed to be the dry season, but even the dry season gets a little bit of rain, and so far we haven't. It's been the driest March ever. 0 rainy days. And as you can see, all the Swiss chard, I let it dry up because I don't want it anymore, but it's flowering, and at least it's giving the wildlife bees food. Alright, then we're gonna head to the lettuce. The red lettuce, the romaine lettuce, and the red romaine lettuce. And we have the onions over there. And if you remember, these were supposed to be the shade flowers, which I haven't watered in probably a month, and they haven't dried up. Like, how is that possible? When I was watering them, they would actually dry up, but now that I haven't watered them, they have I don't know. Then we have the lime tree, which grew a little bit. I don't know last time. I don't remember how it was last time, but I'm pretty sure it grew a little bit, and the fruit did as well. It's kind of hard to see the fruit, at least the biggest fruit. This lime tree grows very big fruit for some reason. Well, I know the reason. It's probably the variety, and it has a lot more fruit. I love lime. It's one of my favorite fruits. This is where it last fruited or flowered, as well as over here. If you remember, I think last time I showed this, it had blooms. And these pepper plants are growing very well as well. And this is gonna flower soon. I don't know how it's called, but it's gonna flower soon. And then this lime tree is doing all right. We have the cactus, which has been growing as well. It's actually cactus season, nopal season, which means that the cactus here in the wild are growing. So we eat a lot of cactus around this time because there is new cactus. Because you obviously eat the new ones, not the old ones. And I finally found out how this fruit tree is called. It's called a loquat. And then we have the avocado, which actually gets droopy every single day, so I have to water it every single day. And then at night it gets back to normal. Because I guess it's been kind of hot. It's been in the 90s, but in the sun it feels like close to 100. And then we have this lime tree, which I don't think is growing the fruit. I think it's dropping it. Then we have the crazy pomegranate, which I try to tie back a little bit. Then we have the orange tree and the pear tree. It had never put out these many leaves. Then we have the other loquat. But there was a caterpillar making its nest right here. So I didn't kill him because I didn't know it was here. But when I moved this like this, the caterpillar ran out and fell down. So this is damage from a caterpillar. Also, the apple tree is also putting out new leaves. And then hopefully this mango actually keeps a few of the fruits, at least one. I'd be content with at least one fruit, but we'll see. We'll see how many fruits it actually ends up having. And it's starting to grow again. Next is a peach tree, but there's not a lot to it, so apart from it looking very green. And then we have the guava, which still hasn't flowered. Still had buttons. I don't know if they're called buttons in... I forgot how they're called in English. Buds. Still has a few buds, but they haven't opened. So we'll see what happens. Maybe in the next video they'll be open. And then we have this avocado tree, which is more acclimated to my backyard. And we have the fig tree, which I think it has an almost ready fig. And then something happened to my mango tree, to this mango tree. I think it's about to die, which wouldn't really surprise me because it didn't really thrive at all. And I was already planning on maybe taking it out. These are the zinnias and the sunflowers. As you can see, all of these look the same except for this one. So you can actually tell what variety they are because they look different. And look at the leaf on this one. I don't know why I said these. And this zinnia is about to flower, as well as this one and this one. Alright, next. And I forgot to show I'm pretty sure habanero plant. It's growing quite a bit. I did fertilize it though, so hopefully, like right now I don't want it to put out any fruit. I want it to grow. I want it to get big. I don't even think it's gonna produce fruit anytime soon. Like, even though it has a lot of flowers, I'm pretty sure it's dropping them, which is a good thing because I want it to grow larger. Here we have the yellow sweet corn, which, remember, both are the same, but I didn't plant them together, which was dumb, but yes. So as you can see, it's growing quite well. And then over there we have the yellow popcorn and strawberry popcorn. Which looks a little sad because I needed water, but I added the water right now, so it's gonna bounce back, most likely. And here we have tomatoes. There was a tomato right there, but it died. Then we have another tomato. And then we have the mammoth jalapeno there, and a Thai pepper right there. Oh, and remember this tomato plant that my uncle planted back in the summer of last year? Well, when I came back in December, I didn't water it. I didn't water it for probably 2 whole months. But it did rain a little bit, so but I didn't water it. And also it kind of got damaged by frost. However, it is flowering again. How's that even possible? And I haven't even fertilized it or anything. And it's not even growing in the best conditions. Like, the soil is not the best. It's literally gravel. But as you can see, it does have a few flowers. I mean, it's not going to produce the best tomatoes, but it is still producing, or about to produce again, which is crazy. Here we have the costeño amarillo, arriba F1 pepper, zucchini. The white scallops didn't do that well. I'm probably gonna take them out. And then we have these two tomatoes that are growing extremely well. They're already flowering. Well, one of them is already flowering. As you can see, and it has more buds over here in the top, and that one has buds as well. So yeah, they're growing very well. And here we have the porapeño. I think it's finally starting to grow again. Then we have the tomatillo, we have a few other peppers, and another tomato right here. And we have this peach tree. Oh, and I moved the cilantro here because a few days ago there was a little bit of frost. But I think it's too hot for cilantro right now. Because as you can see, even though the cilantro is small, I think it's about to flower. Yeah, it's definitely gonna flower. And these peppers are doing very well. I think they're starting to grow again. And flower. That's pretty much it for my backyard. So we're gonna go to the front yard right now. All the patio. And there's a few clouds, but I don't think they're gonna produce any rain anytime soon. Here I have some tomatoes, peppers, all of that. You've known that. But I do have the next round of corn right here, which is a red type of corn. This time around I actually planted both, so you know, to have both squares, not just one and then the other one. That's why I have them in two pots, because they wouldn't fit in the same one. And the reason why I have them over here is because whenever I would leave them over there in the backyard, since it's nesting season for the birds, mating season, they are looking for sticks everywhere. So they would come to the pots, and they would dig up the plants, and not only that, they would also cut them and kill them, you know. So I lost one planting of corn because of that, and it was a rainbow corn. This is the red corn that I planted. That was good. It looks darker in real life than it does in my phone. And this tree is flowering. It has like purplish flowers. It was also season for these type of flowers. I don't know how they're called in English. Apple tree and this lime tree. And then the pear is finally looking very nice. Very full of leaves. Such a nice view, and it also has a lot of pears growing. There's birds everywhere, all throughout the day. This is gonna be the next round of corn, which is white corn, and I want to grow it to make white tortillas.